A people may survive danger, without laws, without institutions, without structure, but only for a time. Because when power enters ordinary hands, power that can shape fora, alter memory, fracture thought, survival is no longer enough. Discipline becomes necessary. After Soleus awakened across the Faelin, their world changed forever. Strength became uneven, potential became dangerous, and the question no longer was, how do we survive the world? But rather, how do we survive each other? The Faelin did not answer with kings, nor with empire, nor conquest. They answered with restraint. Systems built not to dominate power, but to guide it, to hold it gently before it could become catastrophic. From this philosophy emerged the foundations of Faelin civilization, teachers, healers, keepers of truth, and laws shaped by balance rather than vengeance. Before formal institutions, knowledge passed simply, parent to child, elder to youth, traveler to village. But Soleus made this insufficient, because power mishandled did not harm only the reckless, it harmed everyone nearby. Thus arose the instruction circles, open-air spaces of lifelong learning, marked by rooted trees, etched stones, woven banners, circles of resonance-carved earth. There were no grades, no ranks, no final graduation. Instruction was lifelong, because mastery of self never truly ends. The first lessons taught were never combat, never spellcraft, always observe before reacting, regulate before casting, listen before speaking, always. Before Soleus, healing was simple. Herbs, rest, hands, time. After Soleus, new wounds entered the world. Wounds no herb could mend. Resonance, backlash, emotional collapse, fora destabilization, memory fracture, identity loss after awakening. So healers evolved. And from ancient Avasi practices came the order known as the Luminari. The Luminari do not treat flesh alone. They heal through three lenses: body, wounds, illness, surgery, toxins, channel, restoring fora alignment, calming hyperresonance, stabilizing damaged casting pathways, mind, trauma, fractured memory, emotional destabilization, identity collapse. To a Luminari, all three are one system, because damage to one inevitably harms the others. Their greatest works are sung, not metaphorically, literally. The Luminari wield sacred harmonic techniques known as songs of restoration, not songs for comfort, songs for repair. They guide wounded minds back toward coherence, realign damaged fora channels, restore emotional equilibrium when the self begins to fracture. But they are dangerous, because healing another mind requires entering it, and not every wound wishes to be touched. Rarest among their arts are the forbidden deeper harmonics, the hymns of renewal, older than medicine, older than tribal law, entrusted by the guardians themselves. Where ordinary healing restores the body, renewal restores alignment itself between bullet body, mind, memory, grief, intention. Fora, few ever learn them, fewer survive learning them. Healing preserves the living. Though the Luminari are healers by calling, none mistake them for harmless. Their discipline demands some of the most precise and sophisticated fora control in all of EVIMORA. To mend shattered channels, calm fractured minds and realign wounded resonance requires mastery far beyond ordinary spellcraft. For this reason, the Luminari are widely regarded as among the most powerful practitioners of Fora alive. They are never sent to war, not because they cannot fight, but because losing one is considered a greater cost than nearly any battlefield victory could justify. Yet in the rare moments, a Luminari is forced to defend themselves. Witness accounts agree on one point: a healer who understands how to restore the body, understands equally well how to unmake it, but who preserves the dead, who protects truth once witnesses fade, who decides what history becomes. The Faelin answered with another order: the Auriscribes. They are not mere historians, not librarians, not storytellers. They are custodians of memory itself. Their task is not to preserve flattering history. It is to preserve truth, even when truth wounds. Faelin tradition recognizes 4 ways the past survives: stone tablets and tribal records, practical history, law, migration, lineage, memory songs, emotional and cultural remembrance, echo archives, disputed records and comparative analysis, Echora hymns, preserved harmonic truth. Together, these form the backbone of remembrance. Not all memory is objective, nor should it be. Memory songs preserve how a people felt, how they remember, how events shaped identity. To hear one properly performed is not to hear history. It is to step inside it, to feel the fear, the triumph, the grief, the pride. They are perspective made experiential, beautiful, and unreliable. But when truth itself is disputed, memory is not enough. So the Guardians left something stricter, something merciless. The Echora hymns. These are not stories. They are not songs. They are living harmonic architectures, capable of preserving memory exactly as it occurred, stored within Fora crystal tablets, unalterable, unforgiving. When properly sung, the listener does not hear the past. They stand inside it, as it happened, without embellishment, without bias, without mercy. Because the body becomes the fault line, improper performance may cause memory collapse, vocal destruction, neurological overload, Fora backlash. Death, truth, is not always survivable. Auriscribes are similarly absent from war. The loss of one entrusted with preserved truth is considered a wound to history itself. But like the Luminari, their absence from battle is not born of frailty. The harmonic precision required to wield Echora, shape memory, and command resonant Fora through voice places them among the most formidable spellcasters in the world. They simply devote that power to preservation rather than destruction. Still, should an Auriscribe ever be forced to weaponize their craft, few who witness it forget the sound, where records conflict. The Auriscribes compare, question, annotate, and challenge. Echo archives are full of notes such as recorded by the Kavani, disputed by the Dryads, source unreliable, motive likely political, song altered to favor leadership. Because memory preserved without scrutiny becomes propaganda. Power forced ethics to evolve. Traditional customs were no longer enough, because now existed coercion through resonance, emotional manipulation, destructive misuse of Fora, and accidental devastation. Thus emerged the law of balance, not built around punishment, built around prevention. 3 responses to imbalance. 1. Correction, using education and retraining with supervised practice. 2. Containment, with restricted casting, relocation, and removal from unstable environments. 3. Severance. This is rare, grievous, with formal removal from advanced casting instruction, not shame, mourning, because to sever someone from their growth is tragedy. Execution exists, but barely, reserved only for those whose imbalance threatens regions, not merely individuals. Across centuries, fewer executions are recorded than many cultures commit in a single war. Most serious disputes and offenses against others are handled by formal duels with mutual consent. Perhaps strangest of all, the Faelin do not worship the Guardians, nor the moons, nor Fora. They revere them deeply, but reverence is not submission. Their belief is simple. The world entrusted itself to us. We answer, we do not kneel. Shrines exist, not for worship, for remembrance. Stillness is prayer. Learning is devotion. Restraint is holiness. The Auriscribes preserve truth. The Luminari preserve selfhood. The law preserves balance. Together, they form the quiet architecture, beneath all Faelin civilization, not rulers, not priests, not masters, caretakers of a people dangerous enough to destroy themselves without meaning to, because in EVIMORA, the greatest threat to civilization was never power itself, but what power becomes when memory, mercy, and restraint fail to keep pace with it.